Hey, ghouls and gals, this is Truth Lies Shenanigans, the live show for Wednesday, October 28th, 2020. I'm your Wakandan MC for the show tonight. My name is Neil. I'd like to welcome you to our Halloween Spooktacular Shenanigans episode. Now, let me introduce you to my spooky co-host for this frightful evening. To my left, our newest rock star, Miss Lizzie.
Welcome to the jungle, people. Happy hump day. How many humps did you get in today on this foolish Wednesday before Halloween?
And in the corner across from me, my melanin-free Wakandan, Mr. Rob B.
Brilliant. Wakanda forever, my brother. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. And back for more punishment, our soccer player, Mr. Avi. You're muted, Avi. We can't hear you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Now we hear you.
Yeah, I'm going to blame that on you for that. But yes, we'll move on because, we've already killed enough time with intros and all talking about melanin and lack of melanin.
There we got one more. We have Gianni. Gianni, rock star, hanging out. Gianni will see you a little bit later. All right. So today's show, we're having a Halloween party. So get your drinks ready. We'll get started with our quick fire question. Then we're sharing our photos, memories, and fun stories of Halloween's past with Lizzie. And later, we'll bring you the S-Files, our weird and creepy version of Hot Topics. Then we'll close out with horror movie trivia. Don't forget, we're live just about everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter at TLS Live Show. And you can watch us live at truthlieshenanigans.com. Make sure you invite your friends to watch along with us because we want to make sure we get you involved in the show. Share your comments and questions in any of our live feeds. Now, if you're on Facebook, we've got something special. Post your Halloween pictures in the comments section and we'll be showing them live on air. All right? So Lizzie's having trouble talking. And remember, just a quick reminder, so you can...
I never have trouble talking.
That's true. You can now listen to previous episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and Amazon Music. Just search for or ask Google, Alexa, or Siri to simply play Truth Lies Shenanigans podcast. All right, guys.
Much?
Wow, beautiful costumes, Lizzie. Who are we supposed to be, Lizzie?
Who do you think? Although I don't think he smiles this much. He doesn't smile this much.
Oh, Slash, yeah, he doesn't. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have guessed. Sorry.
Never could keep a secret, Neil.
No, I'm bad at secrets. All right, so let's get started with our quick fire question. All right, so start things off, and I just want to get your initial reactions. So in a clip from this Thursday's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe announced this.
Found out that I do have corona. I have been in my room. It's gonna be fine.
So guys, truth lies are just more shameless voyeurism that she has COVID. Let's start with Lizzie.
I got the duck version, the duck lip version, the collagen version of COVID.
That's messed up. Robbie?
I already know too much about the Kardashian, and I don't even try to keep up. So it's just sad that I know this too.
Avi, what do you say?
So for $69.99 at your local Sephora, not only you get 2 ounces of this, but you also get a free face mask to go with it.
That's true. And I'm going out like Trump. I'm saying, Mr. Blame Everybody. I'm saying that it's all Kim's fault. Got to be Kim's fault, right?
Kanye's fault.
Kanye's fault.
You blaming it? You going for Kanye?
Kanye's going to make a movie out of it.
Just go back to the root. It's all Chris's fault. She messed all of them up.
Okay, sorry. All right, so we gave you a little taste, but let me tell you, our viewers, what Truth Lies Shenanigans is all about. We'll be sharing our truths and opinions with you, calling out the lies and pointing out the ridiculous shenanigans going on. But most importantly on this show, particularly for today's show, we're going to have some fun with some shenanigans of our own. But one rule and one rule only, no cussing. Avi, don't forget, no cussing. So far, you've been pretty good. A couple of times you've been here, but if you're caught cussing, it's a $10 penalty.
There's a tape delay, right?
Three times in the same show. You'll be giving a love letter to dear Trump in his costume.
Great letters. We fell in love.
So does this mean that Lizzie owes us all $140?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
in your dreams. Also.
Yes.
In your dreams.
We're gonna make the charity.
And
right,
the
Lizzie.
charity are my kids' college funds, right?
Yes. Yeah.
No, the
I'm
charity,
down.
unless your kids are going to Chanel University, the charity is for my college fund. Slash is donating $1,000 to start.
All right, Lizzie, I know this is your favorite holiday, most favorite holiday. Let's get this party started. I'm gonna let you take over things. Let's go.
How are we gonna start this? Who wants to
All on
start
you.
off? So are we doing pictures? Are we doing Halloween costumes? Whoa! What do we have here?
That's grease lightning, baby.
Grease. Oh. Did I set my pictures to come up first? What the hell? We need to skip over some of these. Hold on. Where's everybody else's pictures?
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. Pumpkin.
That's just a pumpkin patch. That's pretty, innocuous. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's up, Mel?
Oh, look at this. Talk about pumpkin patches.
Okay. So this
That's
is from
legit.
our boy Rob B. Rob B has been known to carve a couple. Whoa!
Where's Robdo?
Where is Rob though? You look a little off there. Woo! All right. Is that a pharaoh?
Sure is. Look at the beard on that. Look at that thing.
All right. What else we got going on here? You guys got to tell us, about your pictures, the
Yeah,
stories behind the pictures.
Where's this from,
Absolutely.
Rob?
That was from a couple of years ago. Just went to a house party as Pharaoh and his queen, or maybe the queen and her Pharaoh. Yeah, that's more appropriate.
Good. Looking good.
He's all mine,
Yeah.
Jose.
Dewey and Batman. My family has a long tradition of carving jackos.
That's some seriously good skills.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Whoop, whoop. So Rob told us earlier this week when he posted a picture, I guess he carved his wife up earlier this week in the form of a jack-o'-lantern. And so what we've learned is that this is a thing for Rob every year. So tell us about your jack-o'-lantern carving craft.
It's something that's just evolved over the years. It was something fun to do with the kids. That is at a stag and doe for some friends of Jose's, and we built those marionette costumes from scratch.
Nice.
Just the wigs that were purchased. But yeah, I've just used a couple of sticks and some wire hangers. Quite uncomfortable for a bald head. But
How long
yeah,
have you
last
done
year I
pumpkin?
invested.
How's the bald head doing this evening?
It's warm. Oh, it's warm. Yeah,
And so
so
is
it's another pumpkin, and now I've upgraded. I've purchased some woodworking tools so that I can cut through the husk a little bit cleaner and get a little bit more detail. I've got more tools to do it. And after I posted it, someone challenged me. Neo, let's see. So I was asked to do a Chanel or Vince Carter.
Rock on, brother. Yes.
And Robbie don't do Chanel. Robbie don't do Chanel.
He said he
So
don't do
I
Chanel.
asked Rob earlier this week when we posted the jack-o'-lantern of his wife Josie. I'm like, can you either carve a Chanel bag into a pumpkin or can you do Vince Carter? And, you know, Rob's from Canada. Vince Carter used to play for the Toronto Raptors. So he channeled his inner NBA fan and gave me Vince Carter. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob.
My pleasure. It was fun.
I thought I saw
Surely should have been.
You know?
Say that again?
I saw some cotton candy there for a second.
Was that what that was? It wasn't pink clouds? It was, somebody was pawning this off as pink clouds.
No, this was Miss Liz E in 2017 as Cotton Candy. I made the entire costume myself. You can't see the full version, but at the top is like just a regular wig. But then the dress is an entire cotton candy dress that I've made myself with foam. It took me like 6 hours, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty, and Remy jumped right on it. He had a ball with it. He had a ball.
What was this?
Okay, you guys got to guess what this is.
Yes.
This is probably my favorite costume. Liz E's favorite costume.
I think that's an easy guess.
Robbie, what do you think that is?
You know, with the balloon and everything, I'm thinking some Pennywise thing.
Ah! So I am a big Stephen King fan. Love the book It, love the movie It, but it's not Pennywise. It's Penny's boo thing, Lizzie Wise.
Lizzie Wise.
Lizzie Wise.
Lizzie Wise.
Nice.
So that was from, I believe that was from 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, my favorite gal of all time. This is Miss Piggy. This was me in, I believe it was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. My friend Rachel in New York City, she and her husband throw a fabulous Halloween party every year. This was my first year going to the Halloween party, and so I dressed up as Miss Piggy and had a wonderful time. The only thing is, like Robbie said, that, you know, sometimes the raw head gets a little warm, whatever. That pig nose killed. It killed.
What, it hurt?
Oh my God. Horrible.
Oh, who's this? Who's this guy?
Tell us about this.
This was me in Dubai. Where'd you get this from?
I stole it.
This was me in Dubai. Yeah, you would, you thief. This was us. This was us in
give me for
Dubai,
copyrights.
actually.
I'm sure you give me for copyrights later.
Amongst other things, yeah. Yeah, it's us in Dubai when I got to try on a thing. I don't even know what it's called anymore. But yeah, it was cool for about 30 seconds. And then got off a camel and away we went.
Oh, so you were on a camel. Nice.
Oh yeah, that was a ride before. Yeah, before we got on.
Nice.
Oh, this is me and Mel. 20s party. We went to a 20s party. The Roaring 20s. That was fun. I think it was at the French Embassy. Yeah. So, that was a fun night actually. We did some dancing. Not that I'm good at it. Can't claim to be good at it, but hey, it was fun. Enjoyed that. Oh, Cookie Monster. Yep, this is my Cookie Monster. Yeah, Cookie Monster and the cookie. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun one. Oh, let me move Gianni. Sorry, Gianni. That's just another one of the Grease pictures. Oh, Mr. T. So if you look there, you'll see Katie did in that picture. So we were at a party with Katie did.
Katie did?
Katie did. Born 80s, me and Mr. T.
We pity the fool. We pity the fool.
All right, this is my Walking Dead.
I call this the poor man's thriller. That's what I call this.
Poor man, wait. This was an expensive costume. Poor man. Took me some time to.
Did you see my headline? I said, "Is this a thriller video or is this zombie apocalypse?"
Zombie apocalypse. Thank you. No thriller. This is my wife dressed up as Michonne. So I was actually her. I don't know, whoever watches Walking Dead, I was actually her zombie. He walks around with a zombie.
That's why I was
to do thriller, you need hands.
When when I asked you about it, you mentioned Michonne, and I didn't get that you were talking about Mel and not yourself. So I'm just like, he
Yeah,
looks nothing
I
like
was dressed as Michonne. Actually, see, that's me, Michonne, and then who's this?
Wait, go back.
Aha! So I showed up to work and was chastised for not wearing a costume. So being the IT guy and just, clever on the spot, decided to print up just a page, nudist on strike, and stuck it onto my shirt for the day.
Hey guys, post your pictures online so we can see them. If you got some pictures, some nice Halloween pictures ready to go, post them. We'll put them up there.
Mike Wolf, if you're watching, post your best costumes. So Mike Wolf used to run, he was our IT guy at Sports Illustrated. So he used to, every Halloween, he would come around in a costume, pushing a cart full of candy. It was the bestest.
Amazing. This one was just a stroke of genius. So I just got a white paint suit and some Gorilla Tape and put the lines across it. And I'm essentially a stick man. And then I made up the different faces. So there's a master paper plate that would actually stay on my face, and I put Velcro all on the inside of it, and on the back of the other plates there's Velcro. So I could hot swap.
Still have it.
I could be anything I wanted.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So Miss Gianni, who are you repping today for Halloween, for our Halloween live show?
You don't recognize your boy Axel?
Axel.
She's a much prettier Axel than real.
That's your boy.
She's a much prettier
Axel. I am an rock star, Lizzie.
Say again, Gianni, what'd you say?
I said I'm an 80s rock star.
Axel works.
Axel Rose, right? So Mike Winter asked me, my bestie, Bama bestie is here. Mike Winter asked me. And so he asked if we were all going as Guns N' Roses. As soon as he saw that I was Slash, he's like, are all of you going to be Guns N' Roses? So it's half of Guns N' Roses is repping here for tonight, y'all. Half of Guns N' Roses. Axl Rose and Slash. Woo, woo.
Neo and I have Earth, Wind, and Fire going on.
No, seriously.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. All right, Lizzie, what else we got?
So for our costumes, so what about one of your favorite Halloween stories, folks? You got any scares, some fright nights, some goblins and goops? Well, what about trick-or-treating? How was trick-or-treating for you all? Well, first of all, Rob, do they trick-or-treat in Canada?
Oh, heck yes, we do.
Okay.
Heck yes, we do.
Very nice, very nice.
But where I live, we have an unspoken rule that you design your costume so that can also work with winter wear, because it is almost November and that winter is so close. So you have to keep that in mind when you're designing a cool costume.
So, I mean, I'm trying to remember. I don't ever remember it being like overly cold growing up, for Halloween. In DC, I grew up in Washington DC with these Bamas, Neo and Avi here. But so Halloween is my dad's birthday. Okay. So this coming Saturday, my dad, who is no longer with us, but Halloween is his birthday. And so if he were alive, if he was still with us, Saturday would have been his 100th birthday. So I'm taking 100 shots on Saturday.
100 shots?
Carrying on till midnight.
Is that even possible?
100
I was gonna...
shots, my brother.
Depends what time you start and what time you finish, right?
6 a.m. to midnight. 6 a.m. to midnight.
Get a lot of water in between each shots. You're good.
It'd have to be a lot of water.
A lot of water.
Since I'm quarantined still, I'm not going out anywhere. So if I get sick, I can just run to the bathroom and puke on my own in my private, in the company of just me and my cat Remy. He'll provide the puke bucket. It'll be on. But yeah, 100 shots on Saturday. So I'm going to post on the website, on Facebook, TLS True Fly Shenanigans, and I will chart how well the shots are going on Saturday.
Are Are you gonna live stream it on the?
I'll be very lucid.
Are you gonna
at
live
6
stream
a.m.
it? Are you gonna live stream it on Instagram as well?
No, no.
I just found out that.
Oh God.
I just found out that we can't post pictures on the live feed. Sorry about that.
You all right, Rob?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Sorry, Rob. Oh, spider came up. Oh, I didn't realize a spider was coming. Okay, I would have warned you.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't have.
I would have warned
You
you.
all right, Rob?
Hey, Gianni,
Yeah.
do we have any comments online going on? Any comments, any stories? I know we can't do the pictures online. What do we have going on online?
Yeah, we have a couple of comments. Marjorie says, we used to use pillowcases to hold the gallons of candy that we would collect. I definitely remember that.
Okay.
Paulette says, get the ambulance ready.
Oh, yeah, for Lizzie. Yeah.
Jose
There's a fire
says,
locked down.
Jose says, what is Remy's costume? Pics, please. You guys can post the pictures on the TLS page.
Apparently, no, they apparently, unfortunately, it looks like it's restricted on live video. You can't post pictures. Didn't know that. Sorry, guys. We wanted to show your pictures. We'll figure it out next Halloween.
So a quick trick-or-treating story from DC from the Newman household. So I have two older brothers, much older than I am. And so I believe they are, 10 and 8 years older than I am, respectively. And so growing up, they would go trick-or-treating, or they would take me trick-or-treating, but they would go get a whole bunch of candy. We would scour the entire neighborhood. Then they would come back, change costumes, and go again. Boom! So we would have tons of candy. And then after all the trick-or-treating was done, because it was my dad's birthday, we would have a huge party to celebrate Mr. Robert Earl Newman. So it was a very, very festive day in the Newman household, if you will. Let me just add with that, my favorite costume growing up, I believe I was in 7th grade. So I tricked my parents. I told my parents that I was dressing up as a punk rocker. So I had on a mini dress, I had a wig on, I had on tights, because this was in the 80s, so I had on tights that have holes in them or whatever, put on my sister's heels, dressed as a punk rocker. I had long earrings, things, things tied around my arms. So they thought, okay, she's a punk rocker, cool. In reality, guess what I was?
What?
Gem. The Misfits.
Very good, Jim, but no, not Jim. And this will probably go back to a show we did a couple of weeks ago where we were talking about the little girls from Cuties, the movie Cuties. I was a hooker.
Oh, okay.
My parents were none the wiser, but yeah, I was a hooker. I didn't walk the strip, though. I didn't walk the strip. But yeah.
All right.
Trick or treat. Wink.
Trick or treat. And I gave out no treats. Or tricks either. Oh, look at Vaughn Perry got jokes. A hoe. I mean, can't we just elevate the conversation? Hooker, lady of the night. Why I gotta be a hoe?
Lady of Night works too.
All right.
All right. So that's it? That's it, Lizzie? That's all our stories for today? I guess so.
I think so. Does anyone else have any stories they want to share?
I remember one of the last years I went trick-or-treating with my gang. There was a group of 5 of us that would get together every time, and we all lived in different neighborhoods. So in one year, we just planned it out. We hit one neighborhood right around dinner time, and of course with the pillowcases. So it was just running house to house, house to house. Got one neighborhood done. Moved on to the next. We hit 4 neighborhoods that night, and just massive pillowcases. I took the clothes out of my dresser and put it next to my bed so that I could organize my candy for the year. That's how much I had.
Yeah, we always been a lot of candy. We always
And
had a
no
lot of candy.
beatists. No beatists.
What about you, Gianni? You got any stories? Any
What's
fun
up,
stories?
Ashley? What kind of story?
I don't have any trick-or-treating stories that are very interesting, but I do have like a scary story.
What? Let's hear it.
Yeah?
Let's
Okay.
hear it. Let's go.
Okay, so this one time, it's like a traditional family scary story. Like we tell it like this, we tell this every year, what my mother does
Okay.
when she was here. So when my mom first moved to New York, she's from Puerto Rico. She moved to New York with her sister. She has 4 sisters, and then my grandparents. They moved into this duplex that had like a history of witchcraft and stuff like that. So one day when my aunts were sleeping, at the time they were like 6 and 7 and 9 and 10, around those ages. My mother woke up to my aunt screaming, and when she woke up, there were shoes that were moving on their own like this, like their shoes were moving.
Oh wow.
Their drawers were opening in and out, and clothes were flying out of the drawers. And then they weren't seeing anything, but they were just seeing all of these animated things happening around them. And then my mother said, and each of my aunts have a different version of this story, but they all remember that it happened. And my aunt's hair was pulled. And then that's when my mother took action, because they were all so petrified, they were stuck in their bed. So my mother took action. She said she did a little prayer. She ran out of the door. She called my grandmother, and first she knocked on the door to my grandmother's door, and my uncle was there. But he said, he asked her what was wrong, and my mom was like, something's happening in our room. We don't know what's happening. And then he was like, oh, do you mean this? And then his feet started to do the exact same thing that they saw in the room. So she freaked out, and she ran into the other room where she thought, where my grandmother actually was. And then she got my grandmother, brought her to the room. Apparently she said some type of prayer. You know, grandmothers have that magic. So, and then everything dropped. Literally, they saw all of the clothes drop, the drawers kind of fell out. And then each of them have a different version of how, I guess, the spirits kind of left. So one said it went through the ceiling, one said the windows opened, and then the other just said that the clothes dropped. So yeah.
Wow, crazy. Wow.
Sorry.
That is kind of scary.
It is very creepy. It's very.
It's not like, how many of you guys went to sleepaway camp? You know, you go to sleepaway camp and you sit by the fire and you tell the scary stories about old man Clutch. That's what it felt like.
All right.
It's always the guy with the hook hand. Always the guy with the hook hand.
Oh wait, what? What happened, Rob? What's going on?
What?
Again, guys.
Skinhead.
Oh, my brother left. My brother left.
Your brother from another mother left. So who are we this time, Rob?
This typically goes with a plaid shirt with the sleeves ripped off, so it's Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. That's cool. All right. Well, those were great stories, great memories. Enjoyed it. Gianni, we'll see you very shortly. We'll see you back shortly, okay? All right, guys. Today, our hot topics are a little bit different. Today's topics are of the weird and strange, the macabre and the crazy. It's all shenanigans, what we call the S-Files. All right. So one of our hosts will start us out and tell the shenanigans going on. And then we'll talk about it. Once time is up, our frightful friend will drop in.
Nice.
And he'll let us know the time is up. Then we'll bring Gianni back in to read off your comments and questions, and we'll talk about it for a little bit more. Just make sure you're talking to us online. Once we're done, we're going to the next host and their topic. Let's start out with Rob B today.
Yeah.
Rob B, what are the shenanigans going on out there?
Some crazy shenanigans in Vancouver. What's making this interesting is that the footage was released on TikTok just in the last week or so, but they don't know when the footage was actually shot. It's just been uploaded to social media platforms. So now the Vancouver Transit Authority, the police services are investigating. They haven't been able to reach anyone, at the person who shot the video or either of the people in the altercation. So it's about a 30-second clip, and I'll just explain it real quick. There's currently an order in Vancouver: you must wear a mask for public transit. The woman is seen on the bus not wearing a mask, and at some point, there had to be an exchange at some point because somebody says "disgusting," which then she turns, she spits on a gentleman, who in turn shoves her out onto the sidewalk. You got to roll the clip because this is shenanigans.
Disgusting.
Hey, come on.
Whoa. Woo! Oh, pushed it way out the door. Pushed it way. I don't know. That was intense.
I don't know.
That was intense. So, Robbie,
I'm looking for reactions from my panelists. How would you have reacted in that situation, and how easy did she get off just by getting shoved off the bus?
What you got?
Well,
I'll give you the honors.
Yeah, I think she kind of asked for it in the way that she just nonchalantly, just in a pretty, there was no, it wasn't like she missed him, shall we say, and she missed something and hit him. That was pure spite on her behalf, and I'm with him.
Yeah.
If I got spat on like that, I'm not sure if I
Lizzie
would have held it together as well as he did.
Lizzie,
play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I like that
one. In the United States, in most states in the U.S., spitting on someone can get you arrested for assault. It's a crime.
Same in Canada.
Okay? And that's why I believe in reading the follow-up on that, the police are looking for both parties, for the woman who spit and for the guy who shoved her off the bus. Let me just say this. Let me put a warning out there for all of our viewers, for everybody in DC, for everybody that comes into contact with Liz E. and Elizabeth Eleanor. You spit on me, I will beat your ass.
Yes.
Period. End of discussion.
Yep.
That's all I got.
It seems like we're all in agreement so far, because I might have done worse. I mean, I might have just, I might have gone and started hauling on it.
Hang on a sec. Are you agreeing with her? Has that ever happened before? Are you actually agreeing?
Surprisingly, it happens way too often. I do want to fight with her some more.
It doesn't matter. Usually, you wait till you see what she says, and then you go exact opposite.
But I will say,
you've disappointed me. I'm not gonna lie. You've disappointed me. And more importantly, though, you've disappointed the audience.
The audience.
That's more important, isn't it?
All right. Well, so I will say,
that's more important, isn't it?
All right. I'm going to halfway disagree. So my mama did tell me not to put hands on women. So, I know I would have. My initial reaction would be to beat her down, but in retrospect, I don't know. It would have been difficult to have done that. I would have at least felt bad, but she deserved it.
So because you would have stood up and like, what? Wait, I can't push you because my mom told me not to. So what words would you have used?
The words would have been...
of action. No, I want to know those words, please.
The words would have been intensely bad.
Such as? Could you give examples, please?
Because he really didn't use any words. He just used his hands. He was like, catch these hands. But there would have been words, hands, feet, bows, everything.
I think we're going off track here. What I'm asking is,
you're not going to get me to cuss.
To tell us the words.
I've only cussed 3 times on the show. 3 times. Rob B 0. He's done very good. Lizzie's done it 14 times on the show. Actually, Lizzie's done it more because she's quoted a lot of people.
And see, quotes aren't supposed to count. See how he's cheating? He's admitting that he's cheating. Quotes aren't supposed to count. Go on and keep telling on yourself, brother.
Robbie, so what do you think? What would you have done?
I probably would have reacted in kind.
I still got some muscle. COVID be damned. Whoop, whoop.
COVID.
Yeah, I would have reacted pretty similarly to the gentleman because that's it. I've had the displeasure of being spat at and knowing that that's assault. And the person who got that got cold cut. And that was walk away, it's done.
Right.
But during a pandemic scenario, when there's a deadly pathogen that can be transmitted through fluids that's airborne and someone spits on me, I don't know how well I would have been able to maintain my composure just because of that additional threat level. There's a good chance that there might have been a throat punch or a throat chop and then the shove.
You know exactly what you would have done, huh?
She would have crumbled. She would have crumbled.
My mother, Miss Corrine Newman, rest her soul. She was a Spitfire. She did not take any stuff from anyone. And so she passed away in 2013. I guarantee you, if that had happened to her, even in death, she would still be beating that woman's house. Even in death. 100%. Don't spit on people. Don't spit on folks, people. Don't
With
do it.
you on that.
It's disgusting. You'll get your ass beat, and you might get arrested.
Especially not in these days.
Nah, and that's it. So keep in mind that if you beat someone down too harshly, Liz, you're getting their bodily fluids on you, and you don't want that.
I mean, but she already spit at me, so,
Or whatever you got, I guess.
I'm going out, she's going out too.
Von Perry says he likes the clown better than Gingy.
Let me just say something.
Messing with Gingy.
Who had a lot of jokes about, my childhood costume as a punk rocker, calling me a hoe, whatever. Von Perry, aka Fred Sanford. Next show we're gonna put the Von Perry picture and the Red Fox Fred Sanford picture up, and you'll see the twinsies. That's his costume every year. Every year. I love you, Vaughn.
All right.
That's my homie.
All right, we're gonna bring in Gianni. Gianni, any comments online? Any good comments going on? I see a lot going on.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. Von Perry also said, first of all, spitting is totally fight worthy, especially in these COVID streets, like you mentioned.
Right.
Robbie. Yes. Jeanette Brown said, as I mentioned, would have been harder to watch if it were a little old granny, but no less legit.
Listen, I've pushed an old person before. Not gonna lie.
Hey, okay. Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Gino Major said that he loves your costumes, guys.
Thank you, Gino. Thank you, Gino.
You have to give us a costume next time, Gino.
You like the soccer player?
Oh, that ain't no costume. You're not talking about Bobby. You're not talking about Bobby.
Gino's my big brother. He's loving this stuff, man.
All right. We'll see you in a bit, Gianni. All right. Let's move on to our next one. Let's see. That's...
Smile.
All right. Our next S-Files is me. All right.
Bring it.
Got it. So Reuters, I can't even, I don't know why I can't talk. Reuters reported that on Wednesday, with incense, smoke, flowers, and photos, President Donald Trump and Joe Biden, shamans, were trying to predict the election. They performed ancestral ritual to figure out exactly who was going to win. Now, during this ritual, the shamans dressed up in Andean ponchos and cloaks, rubbed medicinal plants and fruits, and even a live snake on photos with Biden and Trump. One shaman even said about Biden, "This is why we're cleansing him. We have seen that they are attacking him with witchcraft, with a black doll, with a voodoo doll."
Okay.
Now, ultimately, there was little agreement between the shamans on who would win. So my question to you guys is, since the shaman couldn't figure it out, are we going to be cursed with another 4 years? Let's start with Rob B.
Man, I hope they didn't mess it up in the incantations and put that curse on you, because we inherit that evil. And no, I can't have that. I can't have that. And I'm not a U.S. citizen.
The evil travels north.
So does the smoke, right?
What do you think, Avi? What do you think?
I think it's tight.
Another 4 years coming?
I think it's tight. I think he's got a legitimate chance to win.
Right.
It's tight. All the polls were wrong last year.
Button? Hold on, I gotta pick out my mute button.
You're funny looking.
So you think he has a legitimate chance to win?
Last time around, people were just ashamed to vote for him. It didn't say so in the polls. Polls could be wrong, right? So just keep that in mind. And also, in the most non-racist way, I guess, there's still a bunch of old white guys who outnumber the rest of us.
That's racist.
Who are going
That's
to vote.
Racist. You're the
That's
most,
the word I was
You're the
looking
least
for.
racist. You're the most racist person in the room, buddy.
I am the most racist person you know.
I mean, you've been away for a little while, so Neo identifies as a white man, so it's racist to him.
Not with that hair.
I grew up with a kid who had a fro, a white kid who had a fro. It was just red, but it was a fro. But
those are called Jewish kids.
Jewish. What are you saying, Lizzie?
I don't even know if he was Jewish. I have to think about that.
The red afro.
No, I think unless he had a perm, Robbie. I don't know if it was natural, but I think you guys are like putting a hex on everyone. I think you guys are speaking evil into power. Stop putting evil back into the universe. We have to burn sage. We have to do a voodoo effect. All of the gods, Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
That octopus in Germany as well. Are you going to get the octopus in Germany to pick the winner as well? I mean, come on now.
Is that Pokemon? Right? Is that a Pokemon, Rob?
Gotta catch them
it's
all.
Not Black Jesus.
I think we have to, we have to do. If we got to pay somebody off, if we got to get on the pole, if we got to, turn some tricks, so be it. By any means necessary. We got 6 days.
We know you've got the outfit for that, for the poll stuff, right, Liz?
Not in these COVID times, honey. Mm-mm.
You did your mail-in voting? You did mail-in?
No, I did. I dropped it off. There's a ballot drop-off, a drop box around the corner for me. So I did drop off. Mike Winter walked down because also the Board of Elections is a few blocks away from us. So he walked down to the Board of Elections, dropped his ballot off.
Yeah, and I voted myself. I voted on yesterday, actually.
We saw the pic.
Any guesses on who I voted for? I mean, I give you 3 guesses.
Not Trump. Not Trump.
Mike Pence.
Not Trump.
Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, not Clarence. All right, Gianni. What we got going on online?
Okay, so Mike Winter said, twerking for votes. Tune in to Lizzie's OnlyFans.
Make sure you arch your back, y'all, when you twerk. Make sure you arch your back right.
Kevin Thaxton said Joe Jorgensen slides in as Prez.
Oh, Joe! Oh, I saw that, Joe Jorgensen. I think he's a libertarian. I think it's a libertarian candidate.
Oh, Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Jeanette Brown says maybe the shaman was saying neither answer is the answer. I think he's getting reelected. No kind of legally, but I am not sitting through another 4 years of this shit. I don't think I'd make it that long.
She has to pay $10.
That was Jeanette.
She has to pay $10, right? Everybody has to pay $10.
No. She's quoting.
No, I'm talking about Jeanette.
Jeanette, yes, Jeanette has to pay $10. Jeanette will take it in the mail.
Venmo. Send her the Venmo.
Jeanette will have to pay pay $10 when she comes on the show as a guest.
Ooh.
And starts cussing. Yeah.
Anything else out there, Gianni?
Yeah, Von Perry said, "Stop it, Lizzie," aka Rosaria Dawson.
Rosario Dawson.
My hair is no longer straight, so I don't live in those Rosario days anymore. Thank you very much.
Oh,
For some reason, people in New York used to mistake me for Rosario, and I'm like, no, no. That's
Joe is a she. Joe Jorgensen's a she. I didn't even know that. All right, we only got a few minutes left. Let's knock these last two out. Let's go with Avi next.
Right. So NASA, as you all know, has a space station, and apparently they're going to have a few flights going up with a number of astronauts. So NASA has decided to put a new space toilet into the space station to accommodate the volume that has to be processed, if you will. So my question to the group is, if you knew someone who worked for NASA, how nicely would you ask them about, is this money really worthwhile to spend? I mean, 23 million is what it costs to make. What about all the amount of money used in terms of research, right? That could have gone for, I don't know, ballots, election volunteers, training. I'm just asking a question, right? How would you ask those employees a question?
Robbie?
Oh man, it's. But I'm all for it. And really, you forgot some important stuff, Avi. The toilet was a redesign, and a big part of the redesign was to help accommodate a better fit for female astronauts who traditionally are more svelte than their male counterparts. And if you're in space, it's weightless. There's nothing holding anything back. So you got to make sure that this toilet is designed for everybody. My concern is there, I guess, does the seat even, is there a seat? Is that even an option when you're in space? So there's,
I'm assuming a seatbelt, right?
I don't think you need a seat because you float. You're weightless.
So there's no argument.
There's no
about
gravity.
the toilet seat in space. That's amazing. All genders are equal in space. You don't fight about the toilet seat.
Lizzie?
So, Avi, I'm sorry, Neo, do you still work for NASA?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
So, hypothetically, if my co-hosts were NASA employees, I would ask them, okay, so do you guys shit gold? Do you shit money?
That is definitely not a quote.
Why do you need a $23 million toilet? And you see how they try to, as men are wont to do, they try to blame it on the women in the scenario. Oh, because it's going to make this, accommodate women because they use the bathroom more and they are ergonomically different from, men. So we have to pay $23 million. Are you kidding me right now?
I mean, the thing you have to remember is they spent $23 million, but the innovations that NASA creates, they make a lot of money off of that, off of the innovations, selling the technologies that they create. So they make their money back. You'd be surprised.
That's not the point. I mean, Hermes, because the big topic of conversation this week was Hermes Birkin bags. They make their money back. However, a Birkin bag is still minimum $40,000. Like, come on.
There's no innovation in bag making that's worth $40,000.
I would rather have a Birkin than a $23 million toilet, let me tell you.
But if we put you in space, you will change your tune when your droplets are floating around. I promise you.
I mean, I'm going to space in the Twilight Zone, so Rod Serling has my back.
Rod Serling. All right, Gianni, get a couple of questions. Get a couple of comments in real quick.
Sure. Von Perry said, talk about good money going down the toilet.
Horrible.
We sit there, Vaughn. We see what you
Horrible
did
dad
there.
joke. Horrible dad joke.
It's dad joke.
Yeah, that was a good pun.
Horrible dad joke.
Kevin Thaxton said the compost technology will help our environment.
Oh, see, there you go. See?
Yep.
It paid for itself.
And
By the time it gets down to us, what are you talking about?
Like I said, it paid for
It's just gonna
itself.
be expelled. It's just gonna be expelled into space. There's no technology there. The technology is when it comes out, how to compress it and then push it out. That's the technology. I don't know who's gonna buy that technology.
We told y'all in the 80s the trickle down effect does not work. Hello.
All right. See you in a bit, Gianni. All right, Lizzie, you're up. What's your S file?
So this is for you, Robbie, because this is your fellow countryman,
Countryman.
Shannon Poppy, Drizzy Drake, turned 34 over the weekend. Whoop, 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 whoop. So Drake had a big old birthday party for himself and all of his IG ladies of the night and his celebrity friends, if you will. But as a part of that party, he had a very interesting item on the menu. He had mac and cheese. And as you know, Americans, I'm not sure how this translates. Oh, well, you guys hush up.
Sorry.
Liz E. Slash is talking. As you know, in the United States, I'm not sure how this translates, how well, you guys, how seriously you take mac and cheese in Canada, Robbie, but we take it very seriously down here. And so Drizzy, Champagne Pappy, decided that he was going to add a little something to his mac and cheese. Do you have the menu?
I do have the menu.
So on the menu, we have at the bottom, we have mac and cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, capers, raisins, and parsley.
Raisins.
Ew, capers?
Yeah, capers too. Hell.
So my brothers, my gents, are you eating that mac and cheese?
I'm picking the raisins out. I'm picking the raisins out. I'll eat the rest, but I'm picking the raisins
I'd eat it
out.
with some capers and sun-dried tomatoes. That sounds pretty good, but
I could eat that, but not the raisins.
Y'all ain't coming to the cookout. No. Robbie, don't disappoint me, Robbie. Come on.
I will agree with you, Liz, that, yeah, you know what? I will say Americans take their bad food much more seriously than Canadians. Absolutely. I will report, I went to the hardware store today, and unfortunately I did not see Drake, so big fail on Drake watch for TLS.
You did not see Drake.
I did not see Drake. You know what? I would probably try it with the raisins just to see if I'm missing. Oh no, I'm straight up telling you mac and cheese is bad for you.
Okay, it's over. Spider out again. Bring that spider out again, right on his face. Hello. How on earth? Miss Paulette, what happened? Miss Paulette, what happened?
Mac and cheese is bad for you.
Mac and cheese is bad food? Okay.
Damn, she's invoking my mom. Help me.
When you come down to DC, Mike Winter and I gonna hook you up with some good mac and cheese.
All right, let's bring Gianni back in. Gianni, any quick comments online?
Yeah, Mike Winter said he just showed all of his non-black side. Take all that home. Nope.
Non-black side.
His non-black side and apparently his Canadian side as well.
Liana Jones said none of that is mac and cheese. What the hell is it?
That's true. That's true. I'm with Liana on that one.
And then Mike Wolf, he said maybe Drake was making the Jewish food. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but kugel?
Okay. I don't know. You got me.
Is that how you pronounce it, Michael? But then call it that. It's not mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is very simple, y'all. Macaroni and cheese.
And cheese.
What about breadcrumbs?
Very simple.
What about breadcrumbs on the top?
That's mac and cheese casserole.
Parmesan cheese on the top. Parmesan cheese on it.
Yeah, Gianni's not feeling that either. All right. We'll see you in a bit, Gianni. All right, guys. Those were some great S-Files.
The Shenanigans file. I I used
All right.
to love that.
Shenanigans.
Look at Robbie. I'd be silly.
Rob B came with it this evening. Yes.
All right.
It doesn't make up for your jokes about my
Today's game, we are going to test your knowledge in horror movie trivia, round robin style. I read off a trivia question and the multiple choice answers. You get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, you get a buzz.
I should get a bonus for this one.
A bonus, huh?
For the,
Gotta get 'em right.
For the sample question, who did the interviewing in the movie Interview with the Vampire? The original interviewer was River Phoenix.
Oh, really?
He died in a Viper room in 1993. And so one of his good friends, Christian Slater, decided that he would pick up the role for free to honor River Phoenix.
All right. So
Very much. Thank
we're going to go round robin style real quick. And you said Christian Slater's the answer?
Your bangs are in your eyes.
All right.
Your bangs are in your eyes.
All right.
Thanks.
Just going to go
What is
two
this?
quick rounds, guys. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. Lizzie, what is Millie Bobby Brown called in Stranger Things?
11.
11. All right. Can you keep track of the score for me, Gianni?
Got it.
Got Lizzie with 1. All right, Rob B. From which movie is the quote, "When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth"?
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, okay, Dawn of the Dead. That is correct. Avi, in The Lodgers, what is the local shop called? McMillie's, Nally's, McNally's, or Millie?
I'm gonna go McNally's.
McNally's. No, it's just Nally.
No.
All right, this is for me. Insidious Chapter 1, the little ghost child dances to a song. The man with fire on his face is also listening to it, and he is sharpening his claws towards the end. What is the name of the song? Tiptoe Through the Tulips, Toot Toot Tootsie Louise, or Wildwood Flowers? I'm going with Louise. No. Tiptoe Through the Tulips. All right, no points for me and Avi. All right, this is our final round. From which movie is the quote, "It's alive," Lizzie? The Fly, Frankenstein, Poltergeist, or The Invisible Man?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. That is correct.
I was the bride of Frankenstein one year for Halloween, y'all.
All right, Rob B. Who is Charlie Brewster afraid of in the movie Fright Night? A ghost, a neighbor, the father, or a dog?
The Neighbor.
The neighbor. That is correct. Got Lizzie and Rob B with 2 points. Avi and myself with 0. From what famous movie TV show is the characters Wednesday and Pugsley from?
Oh, come
This is
on.
for you, Avi.
Addams Family.
Gremlins. Okay. The Addams Family. That is
Addams
correct.
Family.
All right. For me, in Trick or Treat, Wilkins puts on a costume and goes outside. What did he dress as? Werewolf, vampire, corpse, ghost? No idea. Going vampire. I got it right. All right. We need a tiebreaker, so one more question. And first one to yell out the answer wins. Lizzie and Rob.
Alien.
All right. No, wait. I'm going with the next question, so wait a minute.
All right.
You ready?
After you
All right.
read it.
Here we go. In the movie The Conjuring 2, what is the demon called? Delac, Deverak, Valak, or Kalak?
Valak.
You
The
both
third
said.
one.
Did you both say Valak?
Time.
Oh damn! You got it right.
I said it first. I said it first. I said it first.
It was close. That's why I couldn't tell. All right, Gianni, who said it first?
It was literally, they said it at the same time.
That's what it's- I see, I
maybe
thought
one
so.
more?
All right.
Oh my god!
All right.
And at my end, Liz, I was clearly 2 seconds ahead of you. But,
Kevin,
you know,
Kevin
it's the end
Thaxton
with.
said Trump said it first.
It was like a 5-second gap between.
Liz.
All right.
They're all
One
against
more
you.
tiebreaker. One more tiebreaker. Okay. Here we go. The next one. Ben Willis knew what they did last summer. What did they do?
They killed
Kidnap a
someone.
person, burnt a house to the ground, a prank that went wrong, or killed a person.
He killed a person.
You said it the
Rob said
same
it
time
first.
again.
No, Rob said it first, and then they say it again.
Okay, I thought Rob heard it. I thought Rob said it slightly fast.
Rob.
Okay, good. So Avi, you agree. Gianni, what did you think?
You see how they cheat? Oh my God!
We got Rob B.
I need a
I
witness.
heard Rob say it
I
first,
need a
but
witness.
It was close though. You guys are so close.
Oh my
It's
God!
so hard.
When you post the rebroadcast of the show, I clearly won both of those questions.
All right, guys.
Liz,
Oh
Liz,
my goodness!
be the winner.
Yes,
Liz,
Rob B
world
is officially the winner. Good job, Rob B. All right, that's it for our horror movie trivia.
You see how they cheat? You see how they cheat? Where is C? You got that difference from last time.
Gianni wasn't even on your side this time, so we're all good. We're all good. All right. Before we close out, let's get some shout outs in. All right. Rob B, we got any shout outs?
Shout out to Mom, Erica, Jose, Gino, to all of our fans who turn out week after week. Thank you so much. This was a really fun show. I hate that spider. Thank you, Neo.
That's what happens to cheaters. Cheaters. Cheaters.
I'm going to record the lag at my end too, just so you see what I experience. So, no, she did not get that first.
I have
No
a
way.
live witness here. I have a live witness here.
Lizzie, shout out, Lizzie.
Shout out to Abu for joining us this evening. Even though he didn't really dress up in a costume, but you know, we'll get him. Dude, that looks like
He's a soccer player. He's messy. He's dressed up as messy.
Yeah, he's messy.
I'm just as tall.
He's messy, all right. He's messy,
messy.
100%. But shout out to everyone for this Halloween holiday. Be safe, have fun. I know we're in COVID time, so we're not going to celebrate like we normally would, but have fun and dress up. And even if you're in the house, have a drink. Have a drink.
And Avi, shout outs?
Mark. I guess that's
a
it.
shout.
No, you're supposed to give your shout out, Bama.
My shout out to Tennessee State Senator Joey Hensley, who prescribed opioids to an employee, a second cousin, and his lover, who all happened to be the same person.
Oh, man.
Gianni, any shout outs for you? Gianni,
Well, shout out to you guys for letting me tell my scary story. Thank
it was
you.
a great story.
And
Thank you.
thank you for joining the band, Axel. Thank you for joining the band, Axel.
And shout out to my beautiful wife, who was a big part of all of my Halloweens. We always dress up for Halloween, and so unfortunately, we're still gonna do something this Halloween though. We have a thing at Posh Cycling and Fitness. We have an event there, Halloween Spooktacular there. So make sure you look that up, Posh.fit. So we're gonna dress up and see what the pictures come out of. But yeah, that's something we love doing every single year. So we're gonna try to figure it out this year.
Yep.
All right, guys.
So
Thanks for the
one
shout
question.
out. What?
I got one question for everyone, right?
What's that?
Full size or small size candy bars when you give out candy at Halloween?
Full size?
Oh,
Are you nuts?
I mean, you know.
I'll give out a
you
small
got
one, because otherwise,
birthday.
I give the fun size. That's it.
Full size? Who gives a
I thought you
full
were going
size?
in a whole other direction.
Dude,
with that
do you know how
question.
many people give full
I
size?
thought you were going in a whole other direction with that question, okay? But now
What direction were you thinking about? What direction were you thinking about? Tell me.
Pencil.
I don't understand. You're gonna have to explain that to me in more detail. Can you use small words?
All right, Gianni, great job tonight. We'd love to have you on.
Child of mine.
Rock out. See you next time,
Take it
Gianni.
home, Robbie. Take it home, Robbie.
Right?
Wait. Robbie's not taking us home yet.
Drop the love from that.
All right. So we hope you had a spooktacular time. I had a fun time. It looks like my people had a fun time. All our co-hosts. So I'd like to thank you for joining us. We hope you maybe learned something, gained a new perspective, even got something off your chest. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe at TLS Live Show. If you missed any of today's episode, you'll be able to rewatch as soon as the show is over. Also, check out our clips online on YouTube and Facebook tomorrow, and make sure you share them out. Remember, you can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Alexa, you name it. You should be able to find us. Just search or ask for Truth Lies Shenanigans Podcast, or simply go to tlsshow.com for more info. So again, had a fun time. Make sure you join our next live show on Sunday, 4 p.m. We'll bring back Leah from Heavenly Garden Spa as our small business spotlight.
Awesome.
And then Rob B, you officially get the last word. What is the final thought for this Halloween show?
I just want to give a shout out to Avi for joining us. Thank you so much for being part of the crew tonight. It's been a treat. And
Thanks, man.
Just to everyone out there south of the border, vote, vote, vote. If you are originally from south of the border, living north of the border, vote, vote, vote. Get that stuff done before Tuesday.
All right. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. We'll see you on Sunday. That's our pre-election show. Peace out.
Nice.
I'm naked.
I'm completely butt-ass naked.
I'm naked.
I'm like naked.
There isn't a man behind me. These are my hands.
Why you want me to be naked?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ruffalo, put your clothes on.
To be honest, I wish I could cover my hands with my boobs, but here we are.
I'm here to talk to you about voting. Did you know that ballots could be naked?
And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, your ballot could get thrown out.
This is my ballot. Just got it.
First of all, when your ballot comes, you're supposed to read the instructions.
Read and follow the instructions that come with your ballot.
If they say to use a black pen, use a black pen.
I know that's like literally the least sexy thing a completely naked person could say, but...
But I have crumb like a can of Pepsi. Is problem?
Number 2.
In some states like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
There are 2 envelopes you have to stuff your ballot in. Otherwise, it's called a naked ballot.
Naked ballots? And you don't want to have one of those.
Number 3, mail your ballot in as soon as you can.
Don't sit on them. Get those things out ASAP.
Like now.
Do it!
Get it in as soon as you can.
I gotta get my ballot to the motherfucking post office. Let's go.
Please vote.
Take your clothes off and vote.
Vote, vote, vote. Everyone's voice matters in this election.
Please vote.
America needs you.